Hello everyone, welcome. This is Group 8 from CS411. Today we're going to present the software we developed, which is car rental system. Project management. So our team decided to use the waterfall model to develop the software. Since our customers are small local business, their requirements are pretty settled and less likely to change significantly. The waterfall model is the most efficient and less costly to develop. We begin with the project objective and then scratch our diagram to prepare for the code. And after setting with the 6 class in the code, we put different desired attributes in there in order to satisfy business requirements. We finally have our testing case to output the result, which we'll later present more specifically in our presentation.
Large car rental franchises often have strict and complex rules. Small businesses want to enter the car rental market and provide users with a more effortless car rental experience. However, these small car rental companies generally use paperwork to record customer information, car information, rental orders, and etc. Our goal is to help these small rental companies and provide them with an electronic car rental system. This more convenient and intuitive system can simplify the car rental and recording processes and reduce manual works.
Here is our use case diagram. We have two actors, which are customer and the company. The reason why we designed these use cases is because we need to provide services for the car rental company to manage car list, customer list, and manage their data, including rental status and revenues. The company also needs to allow their customers to use the system to finish rental process. Now I'm going to talk about structure and behavior of our system components. First is the order system. We want to provide an easy management of rental process, such as keep the rental book, rent a car, and return the car. Second is the account system that manage cars, such as keep the car list, add new cars, and remove existing cars. Each car will have its unique ID, and we also record the prices, levels, brands, and so on. The third one is customer system. We want to provide good management of customer information, such as keep customer list, add new customer, and remove existing customers. Each customer will have his own ID, and we will also record the name and payment information of the customer. The last one is the revenue system that tracks the revenue of the rental orders, which can be accessed through the dates. For example, in the sequence diagram, the use case add a car will first need the company to access the system, and the system will provide what attributes it needs to have. Then, after the company enter the required attributes, the system will update the car list and show to the company. For the use case rent a car, the customer will first need to enter the user ID. After the system verifies the user ID, the customer needs to enter the car name that he wants to rent. Then the system will mark the car as rented and record the order.
For the class diagram, cars and customer information could exist independently, and the car rental system is constituted by the order and revenue records. As you can see in the diagram, we have corresponding attributes and methods in different classes. The state diagram could intuitively and clearly show the process of car rental system. Customer can enter their name, ID, bank information to register. After they have a valid user ID, they can rent a car by entering their user ID and the car's name. If the car is unavailable, the customer needs to enter another car's name. Then they can return the car by using similar operations plus the return date. Based on the 4 subsystems mentioned previously, here is our ER diagram, such that we have customer, car, the main system, the order system, and the revenue system as our entities. Here is the demo of our software execution.
This is the demonstration to our source code, and once you port every Java file from the GitHub link and you press main, you click run, and here's our user interface, and let's say we want to add a car by pressing 1 and the car ID, let's say 001, and we want to add a Benz with as UV, the type, and a luxury Benz with color black. Insurance, yes, we got that, and the daily rate is $200 a day. Now 001 Benz is successfully added to the car list. We can check that by pressing 6, which is displaying the car list with the name in it. And now let's say we want to register a customer with name Alex, which is me, and the phone number, here we just pick some random one, and the personal ID, let's say 123, and we have a bank name, the account number, and account type, let's say credit. Now 123 Alex is successfully added to the customer list. We can check that by pressing 7, and the customer list is shown here with the customer ID and the customer name. Now we can rent the car, and the user ID is 123. The car we want to rent is the Benz, and Benz is now successfully rented. The whole rental process is nice and easy. We can check the rental record by pressing 5. Here it returns our rental book, and as we can see, the record 0 is customer Alex with customer ID 123 rented a car named Benz with car ID 001. And now we can return the car by pressing 4, and we simply enter the user ID and the name of the Benz and the return date. Let's say today is December 6th. Now 123, the customer ID, has successfully returned Benz on date December 6th, and also the revenue of this order will be recorded to our revenue system, and it is $200 for this order. Now we can easily delete the customer or car just for the company's convenience. We enter the car ID, let's say the Benz was car ID 001, and now the car list is empty. And we can delete the customer, press 9, and the customer ID is 123, and now the customer list is empty. We can press 10 to end the service, and that's all we got for Group 8 final project. Thank you.
This project is of great help to the study of software engineering. Professor Abraham helped us through the whole process from the conception of the project to the diagrams and then to the code. We become more logical in the course content and learn to cooperate with each other. This is our car rental system, and thank you for listening.